Hello, my sunflowers. How are you? Well, we hope everything with you is copacetic. We hope you're having a wonderful, wonderful month. Also, we'd like for you to continue to support us. You know, we're trying to reach that 2,000. Please help us. We're almost there. And with your help, we can get there like we would like to have it by the first of the year.
Yes.
That's what we would like to have, right?
Yes.
Baby Crone, is there anything you'd like to say?
Yes, I would just love to say that as this end of the year is wrapping up, we would just like to wish you guys a happy winter solstice.
Do you want to do it?
Yes,
Let's do it. We wish you a happy winter solstice. We wish you a happy winter solstice. We wish you a happy winter solstice and a whole brand new year. We wish you that. Thank you for supporting us. Mwah. Peace and season's greetings.
Yes.
Sunflowers. Hello, my sunflowers. How are you today? Well, I hope everything with you is copacetic. I really do. I hope you had a marvelous, marvelous Christmas and a marvelous Christmas Eve and a marvelous day after Christmas. I really do. And I hope you a happy new year as they come in. But nevertheless, I have something on my mind, and by the title, I guess you know, and that is Blake Lively. Now, she's a beautiful girl, and she's a Hollywood. She's a Hollywood, what they call them, harlot.
Okay.
What do you call them? Scarlet. Yes, I call the girl a harlot. A Hollywood scarlet. She's married to Ryan Reynolds, so she's wealthy. She's famous. She's beautiful. She's got everything you could ever want, allegedly. So let's just put a pin in that right now as we go into a little bit before I share how I feel about this situation, because this thing has rattled me at this point. So, Baby Crone, what news do you have about it? I know she's suing him now. He's going to countersue her. A freaking mess over nothing. But go ahead, Baby Crone.
Yes.
A mess that top the courts. Go ahead, Baby Crone.
Honestly. So an article from Complex says that Justin Baldoni is reportedly planning to countersue against Blake Lively, accusing her of leading a smear campaign against him, presenting messages out of context, planting negative stories about him, and alleging that her lawsuit is her attempt at rebuilding her public image.
Now, I'm going to tell you how I really feel now. I may be presumptuous because I don't have all the facts, but right now my insides are bothering me. I have sat on this. I ain't want to deal with it. I didn't want to deal with it because I know she's pretty. She's a sweetheart. Blonde, blue eyes. She's everything. She's America's sweetheart. And yet she has a reputation for being a heather.
Yes.
What do you mean? A mean girl. And to me, because he said her ass was too fat, because he couldn't lift her, he didn't say that, I'm exaggerating, but he did say she was a little too heavy to lift. I think when he said that, she was livid. The one thing you don't say to a blonde hair, blue eye Hollywood is, baby, you're too heavy. You don't, no. And along with, he's probably treating her like a non-factor. He probably saw the snootiness in her. She's snooty. And I know she probably told him, this is my own opinion, I'm entitled to it. This is my opinion, but we're going to see what the cards say. But this is my opinion. I think that this woman didn't like him. I think they didn't work well together. And I don't understand what she hoped to gain. I don't understand why she's suing, only because she's got the money. What are you planning to get out of it? You're rich, bitch. Isn't that what they say? You're wealthy. You don't need the money. So what was it? What did you say to him? That's a quote from Nene Leakes. So what did you say to him? I'll show you. Me and my Hollywood friends, we'll get together and we'll slaughter you. What did you say? You'll never work in this town again? What did she do to flaunt? Because that's what it seems like to me. So boo-hoo, you didn't work well together. He didn't show you no affection. He made it difficult. I'm sure you was a bed of roses. I'm sure. Oh no, you was a bag of cotton candy and Skittles. I'm sure. I'm sure. What's my favorite? An orange Fanta, Sunkiss, an orange Sunkiss. I'm sure you was that along with a bunch of sunflowers with ladybugs. I can't imagine the tension. And A and B, why didn't you do something when the show was going? Why didn't you sue? Why didn't you what? This is stupid.
Yes.
This is just sound like some Hollywood. I'm sorry if I'm a little upset and a little perturbed because she has a reputation of being a mean girl. And this is mean girl behavior. She could walk away. What is it to gain in this? But to ruin this man, to get him a bad name because people say you're a mean girl. Well, we rest our case. This is mean girl behavior. What did he say? So wait, y'all finished the movie. You know, he said you was fat. Okay, he didn't. I'm just rubbing that in.
No, that's how she felt.
That's probably how you felt. And that I can't do the scene, held it up a little bit, messed it up, embarrassed you, because that would be a little embarrassing. And he said it was his back. And I think, and before, I think y'all just had bad vibes and he just gave you a dig. This is what I believe. I don't have, like I said, I'm being presumptuous. I don't have all the facts. But from what I hear, that's what it sounds like. So I'm going to read the cards. But it just sounds like some mean-spirited, white, rich, wealthy white woman that's got a foot in Hollywood or weirder and can just go and do this. And this is the stuff that we're trying to do away with in Hollywood. This is the stuff. So you can call your friends and they can gang up because you got it like that. So you want to ruin this man because you all didn't work well together. Have you not heard? Have you not read? Sticks and stones may break my bones, but names never hurt me. What did he do? Other than called you overweight, too heavy for him to lift because you can mess up his back. I don't know. Y'all didn't get along, so you going to sue him? For what? Like, I don't get it. I just think it's some prima donna, rich, wealthy something that's going on. Now, you know what? That's what it appears because she's got a reputation for being a mean girl. Well, I rest my case. So, you know, I wanted to preserve my feelings. I really did. But now I'm like, this is going to church, the case over nothing. You already had a bad reputation. The bottom line is the movie. You promoted it. You did. I don't cards.
Like they say.
What you had to say, baby? Am I over the top? Because I just read Blake.
I just honestly feel like it's just honestly too late.
What do you mean?
If
anything happened,
and as she alleges it just seems
it's he say, she say, and you're going to tie up the court with some BS where he say, she say stuff that don't mean. Well, you hope to get money? You don't need it. This is dumb. My reputation, girl, your reputation. You was already known as a mean girl. That's what I don't get. I don't get it. So you think by doing this, it's gonna make you look nice? It would make me as a producer or something wouldn't want you in my movie. You're trouble.
That's true.
You're trouble. That's what it would seem like to me. Now, I can't say nothing about him because I don't hear him really saying anything.
No.
I hear her and her Hollywood goons.
Yes.
I just think it's not fair. And I just think I'm not saying none of this stuff happened. That's not what I'm saying. What I am saying is petty. It is petty. It is so petty that the very fact that you're doing this because you got a messed up reputation or you think that's what he did, you're doing it because you could walk away from this. This is nothing. And because you're making a mountain to a molehill and trying to turn Hollywood against this man, you promised him, I'll see to it you'll never work again. I could see it. Nobody will hire you. You'll curse the day you ever work with me. I could hear a soap opera. I'll tell you. I tell you now, you'll be sorry. You'll be sorry you ever met a Blake. And you know who I'm married to? My husband adores me. And he loves the ground I walk on. And us together, we have Hollywood. And we're going to make sure no one hires you again. Dun, 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 dun.
To be continued.
To be continued. That's what it seems like. Did you like my
Yes,
act?
I did.
Was it intense? What is it? Did the acting pay off? Did it pay off?
Yes, the acting paid off.
So, I just feel like that's what it feels like. Some unnecessary rich girl drama. That's silly. Over because my rep, you already have a rep. And if that doesn't be all, look, I just don't know what she hoped to gain in this.
Mm-hmm.
What? You're going to take millions? I don't even know. Who is he?
Well, who he is an American actor and director.
Mm-hmm.
He ironically filmed It Ends With Us.
Okay.
Yes.
So she's trying to ruin this man. That's terrible. Sometimes you win a little and you lose a little. Some people you just don't work well with. It's okay.
Yeah.
It's okay.
Mm-hmm.
You know what? You lucky you were no black woman working like 30 years ago and had to deal with some stuff.
Mm-hmm.
Girl, that ain't nothing. You complaining over anything, girl. That ain't even worth the money of a lawyer. I'm serious. Your reputation, this don't make you look good at all. And so you should have did it in the beginning. You should have did it in the film. You should have did it and put your foot down after. It just seems petty to me. And I just don't, and I'm not saying nothing happened. Like I said, I'm being presumptuous. I'm putting that out there so I can change in what I feel. But even if I did, it still seems petty.
Mm-hmm.
That's all I'm saying. It's just holding a cord up with some petty stuff.
Yeah.
It just seems some petty stuff. Somebody's just like, I'm going to prove you. I'm going to show you who I am. You're going to, it just seems like that.
Mm-hmm.
And it's not cute
No,
at
not
all.
at all.
So anyway, Blake, I've shuffled you. I see your 4 wands.
Okay.
Fours always have to do with foundation. 4s are moving on. I see, 4s also comes after a celebration or togetherness. So it seems like more things are more final or more coming together. Like, first you have a celebration, we're happy because you can see the celebration in the sticks. But you also can see that this is also working on a beginning of feeling. This is not as much as I'm feeling like this is something that's physical as much as this is mental. It seems like she's getting a foundation. She's getting a footage. Like she's got the wheels turning. She's got people. She's got the engine rolling, ready to run over this man. Okay. And it's like a celebration. Me and my girls, we're going to come and we're going to whip your. And I'm going to make sure, Holly, you'll never work in Hollywood again. And it just seems like that I'll show you that, I may be exaggerating, but that's what I see out there for. That 4 right there where you kind of know your power. You celebrate with these people. You work with that man and you really out to get him. So what's your foundation? And like what I know Hollywood. Do I make sense? Mm-hmm. So it seems to me in my reading is that's what this feels like. I said it and the cards are showing it. Do you see something?
Yes, I do.
What do you see? Because we do see, what is that?
Venus.
Go ahead.
Yes. I did look up their zodiac signs and some information about their zodiac.
Okay.
Blake Lively, to start off with her, she's a Virgo.
Okay.
But what's special about her is that a lot of her planets are in Virgo. She has the sun in Virgo, the moon in Virgo, and also Venus in Virgo. So the fact that Venus came out when you pulled out the card to represent her just shows that Aries is that dominant sign. She's really in that
war place.
Yes, with her.
She's in war place with her counterpart. And her counterpart is Venus, right?
Yes.
Because
Venus and Mars, because of Aries.
Right. So her counterpart would be Aries, because Venus is about Venus. The flip side of Venus is overly indulgent. Everything is wonderful, but it's too much. And sometimes, since this is fire and it's showing up as a 4 as being too much, so this is burning. This is not good. This is just one step away from an explosion. This woman is walking around hopping mad. She thinks about him and get angry. This is internal. This is eternal flames that she's feeling towards this man. Do that make sense? Here, I see the pentacle, but I see it rotting. Now, there it is again. I don't know how to break it down, but I definitely see pentacles. And when I see pentacles, we know this is physical. We know it's physical. So this is something earthly. This is something that has to deal with feelings, because it's earth. So if it's earth, I could feel it. I could touch it. I could taste it. So this is earth. So she's feeling this thing. So it's physical. So you see how here in this 4 where she's got her foot planted, but you see right now she's feeling it so much that she's riding in on that black horse. She's riding in with those emotions. What do you mean riding in? That black horse, you know, when you think of black, you always think of death. Yes. When you think of black, you think of darkness. When you think of black, you think of loneliness. Nothing, even though they're the most beautiful horses. And it's how we perceive them. And if this horse is galloping, that means it's got somewhere to go. And not only that, it's draped in red. He's red. He's got red and orange, which means I'm in a hurry. I'm going to get this. I'm rubbing my hands together. She is on fire for this man. And earth, remember, earth right here is not her, is her enemy. What? Because it's dry. So it's fueling her right now. She needs some water. She's being fueled. Every time she think of this, she gets angry. And she's trying to make sure, oh, Hollywood follow along. Over her head, oh no, we got justice. Justice will prevail though. Go ahead.
Yes, speaking of their astrology, since I did some digging.
And I see Libra. And you know, I don't have my glasses. So what is that? 11. Oh, that's a gateway. So we do see Libra.
Yes. Justin Baldoni, he is a Aquarius.
Okay.
Yes. So he's an air sign. But his moon sign is a Libra, which is another air sign. But Libra came out in this reading over top of Blake. So maybe that could be him symbolizing or popping up in this reading as a Libra.
I agree because that's more your domain for now, because I'm catching up with you.
Yes,
I'm catching up with you. I'm going to be there. I make mistakes, but I'm learning astrology. I mean, I've been studying it for a year. I'm starting to implement it. So you're going to see more of it. I'm walking in it. I make clumsy mistakes, but I'm going to get this thing. I really have a full, not a full understanding, but I'm almost collecting the pieces. So you'll see my readings change more and more and more. Because like I remember, I'm the arrow, right? So look out for it. So anyway, what I've seen is, so I hear, since I see justice. Now, whenever you see justice, you know justice is fair. Justice is where you come to the end of something. Justice, no matter what, is fair. And it's always about finding the balance. Right now, I think she's in fire mode. She's out of balance. The scales are tipping. There is a gateway. She's not even rational. She wants to hurt this man. I want to say young man. How old is he? Is he 36?
No, he's 40. He'll be
40?
Yes.
Oh, okay.
He'll be 41 January 24th.
Okay. He'll be what?
He'll be 41.
Oh, okay. So this man. So anyway, here we go again. And justice, we see it's air, and we see air again.
Mm-hmm.
But see, this air is the air of victory, a victory of thought, a victory. I'm getting some kind of conflict though, because let me lay out my card here. Oh my God, this is crazy. This is crazy.
The two conflict would be the fact that he being the air sign and her being the earth sign. You see the two conflict between them. And then in the middle of them is judgment and justice, symbolizing a transformation.
And also what I do see in this, I see other elements at work.
Okay.
So I do see other elements. I do see fire. I do see earth. I do see water, and that's air. So I do see on the lower plane, the elements are at play at this. And at this point, it is alive. It is a stream. It is water running through it. So still waters run deep. So this is still a lot of emotion, because here we have justice. Then right to our counterpart is in her near future. It's justice with the sword, is holding the sword up. In this picture, she's holding the sword down, but in other one, she's holding the sword up. And so this was what she's doing here, holding the sword up, meaning that she's open, meaning she's receiving, she's accepting, or I don't know. I'm not clear, because right here, I see judgment. I see judgment on her behavior. I see judgment. I see judgment. I'm seeing that maybe this will be kicked out of court. Okay. Or maybe it won't go. I'm just getting a feeling when I see this and I see these two cause and conflict. I see air and I see judgment. Pluto is what?
Would be water.
Pluto, water?
Yeah.
But this is fire for the Sphinx.
Right.
So it's kind of like a contradiction, right?
Yeah.
So either way, I see the Sphinx rising up, but I do see air. And because I'm going to say rising up from water.
Okay.
Because Pluto is there. If that planet wasn't there, but I have to read the cards. See, this is when you start knowing, you know. So I see water. So water could be like from a watery grave or a dark place, a sunken place. And I see here justice, and she's in the middle, and it's about her. I think she's really dark, and I think she needs to come up from out of a dark place. And what I'm thinking, justice will be served. But I also truly believe, let me just get this. I don't think this is going to be in her favor. I think it's going to be ridiculous. You understand what I'm saying? Or if it gets that far, like I'm getting that it's nothing really to have in this, but a win about your perception. I'm just getting the idea. Let me see. Am I right? Yeah. See. Like a fight, see? Like a fight that, let me get another one. Yeah, like this is ridiculous. This I'm getting that. I rest my case. Like here, I see the sword. What is that, babe?
The planet?
5.
Oh, yes, the 5.
5 of sword, right? So I see the 5 of sword. Again, I see another 5, and that is the Hierophant. We see that. We also see the King of Cups, which means, no, yep, the King of Cups.
Yeah.
What?
Oh, nothing. I just realized the parallels in.
Go ahead.
How just the fact that there are 2 4s. We have the 4 of Wands and then the 4 of Swords. 4 of Wands in the middle.
You know, I can't see anything. Let me put on my broken glasses. Okay. 4 Wands and the 4
of Swords.
Mm-hmm.
I just noticed.
What do you want to say about it?
Nothing, just the fact that
So you're saying we have 2 pairs?
Yes, and we have another pair of, when you mentioned the 2 5s, the 5 of Swords at the very top, and the Hierophant, which was also a 5.
Right, I already said.
And that just happened to be split in between Justice, which is all about balance.
Right. And you see that there is a defeat, or someone is going to be defeated, right?
Yes.
Them and the group, whoever. I definitely see some kind of resolve. I definitely see some kind of peacemaking. I also see that this is a king who is emotional, who's a sensitive soul, probably. He's probably sensitive, probably irresponsible with things, probably didn't mean anything, but you know what I mean. I'm not taking up for him. I don't know. But what I do see, I do know that when it comes down to the King of Cups, that means that he is somebody that's rational, even though he is an emotional person, probably super sensitive.
Okay.
Is he gay?
That's a good question.
He probably super sensitive. He's probably I just get that he's sensitive and he's emotional. He's temperamental. So he says what's on his mind, probably without thinking. He's probably strong and awkward. I definitely see air and water. So I definitely see that he's strong. Just a strong, emotional person. Awkward even. But he mean what he say, but he doesn't mean it like that. And to someone that's sensitive and used to being a princess, probably is easy offended. Go ahead.
No, he is not gay. He has a wife since 2013.
Good, wonderful. Yes. I just wanted to know. I just like to turn over boxes because you can be a sensitive male. When I say sensitive, show their emotions.
Yes.
They don't hide their emotions. You ever have some men that just show emotions, or you have women that show very little? Like you're a woman, you should have emotions, but they numb to it. And that's the same thing. You have men that could show a lot of emotion, cry easily. I'm not saying he cry easily. I'm just saying verbally, I think he's just a very sensitive, strong, can be overbearing man, and very temperamental about his work. That's what I'm thinking. And I'm thinking the same thing about her. And for whatever reason, his sign is a what?
Aquarius.
And hers is a
Virgo.
So we have air and air.
Earth.
Oh, she's earth. That's right. She's earth. See, I'm getting there. He's air and she's earth. Why can't they get along?
I think it's the way they're actually placed on the zodiac wheel.
Because they should be able to get along.
Yeah, they're not exactly quite opposites, but they're almost opposites.
Yeah, they should be able to find a medium with themselves.
Yeah.
He must have really hurt her feelings when he said too thick.
Well, according to her, it did hurt her feelings.
No, really?
Yes, it did.
Did you just read that?
Yeah, it was I think I took a screenshot of that from an article.
I didn't even know that. Baby Crone, just sharing it. When you just found that out?
When did you just
find that out?
Information earlier. Here we go.
I had no idea.
It says the report states that Blake has been telling people that he allegedly fat shamed her. We told this comment really bothered Blake, who gave both to her and her husband, Ronald Reynolds' 4th child in February of 2023. So,
told you. All this because her poor little feelings got hurt. I'll slaughter you. I'll make sure you never work in this town again. You just don't know now. However, she probably didn't say all this to her face. She probably was standing in the mirror as she was doing her makeup. She probably was like this.
You're right.
When she was doing her makeup. He'll never work again. I swear for God, I hate him. I hate him. I'll get him for what he's done to me. I'll make him pay. I promise you that. He shall pay. That's what she was like. That's what she like. That's my acting skill.
Yeah, that's probably, you're right.
I'm sorry, I'm joking, but that's how she remind me. I'm sorry.
Yeah.
That's how she remind. It seems like
that's how much energy she's investing.
this is how much energy of nothingness because he fat shamed you. Did he get on a bullhorn and say, "Hey, Lord, butt"? What? You know? Did he say, "Excuse me, tampons over here for this fat one"? That's embarrassing. But I'm just trying to, what? Did he just say, "Look, you just too heavy and I'll hurt my back"? Just being, like I say, he's a king, but he's emotional. So he probably said how he felt. Mm-hmm. And it hurt our feelings. And he probably didn't even, like I said, whatever she said, I assure you, she ain't say much to his face. Mm-hmm. That's why she got all this venom. She got all this venom. And when she did, she just probably started showing how she felt. Uh-huh. And he picked up on that energy and started giving it back because he's got that high feminine energy. He's cups, he's emotions. He feels, he's temperamental, he's sensitive. This is a sensitive king, but that don't mean he can't be hard. Mm-hmm. You understand? He's a king. So he's awkward. He's married, he's everything. So he's just awkward. He's just emotional, temperamental. Is there another word? Temperamental about stuff.
Yeah, I think temperamental is the best way to explain it.
That's all. And she's temperamental. And got her feelings a little hurt. And he probably said, "Get over it, lose weight then." Or he probably was insensitive. I don't know. But honestly, to take the courts up with this, honestly, I hope it don't go that far. I hope that somebody stops this. Because the way I see this as just a dark sky for no reason at all. A gray sky. Go ahead, baby. Go.
Yes, I do have a question because I really want to know, is Blake Lively telling the truth about what happened behind scenes between them, or is this just a way to smear his image?
I just think she's trying to smear his image, but let the cards say. I'm not going to let the oracle say.
You're right. We might get our feelings hurt.
Okay. I'm going to ask the question. And what was it?
Yes. Is Blake Lively telling the truth?
Or is Blake Lively being 100% about this? Or is this just out to hurt this man? We really want to know. You see, they've been definitely shuffled. Here we go. Here we go. I'm going to tell you what I see.
Oh, yeah.
Mm-hmm. I rest my case.
Most definitely just out there.
Do you see it?
She
First card. You see that queen? Mm-hmm. And that's the queen of what? Swords.
Yep, she got into her cold.
She's in her coldness. Remember I said, let me look at this and look at this.
Out to slay him.
Out to slay him. Because of what he said to her. At the very core of it, this is what this is about. Everything else is huff and fluff. I'm telling you, this woman, from my cards and from this, she's out to smear him and ruin him with her power of Hollywood. And honestly, people, this is not fair. This is petty. You don't ruin people's lives because your feelings was hurt. Mm-hmm. You had a baby, okay? If you're that sensitive, you don't need the money. Go sit down until after. This is ridiculous. And you're wondering, see, this is a mean person. Who think to do this? You didn't do it when the movie was on. You didn't do it. You didn't do it then. But now you come because you had time to think about it and fester and make your money and get your evidence and get your goons together and begin to put a buzz out on this man. You're trying to destroy his character. That is what you're trying to do. And this is what I believe. And this is what I say allegedly.
It's amazing how quickly the tides have turned.
Because what I see here, I see a queen, a very strong queen, a very determined queen. Here, the other card I see is someone that is sorrow, that is broken, that's got some issues, that's got some emotions, that's got some unfinished business that they got to do. That's behind her back. Behind her back, it's like, I got some unfinished business. You don't talk to me that way. You don't get to turn your back on me. You don't get this. Do you know who I am? Oh, you see, you're not over. Is this the number 5? Then those other 2 got to go down. In her face, slay him. This is vindictive mood according to my cards. The first card that came out that fell, I left it out. It said gray skies, cloudy. You know, it makes you wonder, what is it when wealthy people, that's all they have to do is sit around all day and fester on who did them wrong.
You're right.
You can't get over this about a reputation. Even if you want to walk away with it all, I just don't see how, because it's he say, she say. But at the end of the day, how I wouldn't even want to work with you. As far as that guy, I don't even know him saying anything.
Right. He's been pretty tight-lipped.
His wife is saying, honey, don't say nothing. Honey, don't let it blow over. And because she's like poking about, that's why I'm going to, now she's pressing charges. It's silly. It's stupid. This is Hollywood, rich, wealthy, rich, crazy stuff. That's just like Jay-Z and Beyonce telling that man, Piers Morgan, be quiet. It just, rich people stuff. Wealthy. No, that's not rich people. We're rich, baby, Crone.
Okay.
We're rich. But I'm talking about we're rich in love. We rich in knowledge. And we rich. But I'm saying they're wealthy. And I'm saying it's like they so live in a bubble that their feelings are so easily hurt. Jesus. Jam. Oh, excuse me. Now we see gray skies. So, right now there's trouble. Things are not clear. She's in her feelings. She's in her fire element. Here, I see responsibility. Baby, I have a hard time reading this. Accountability. This is what she wants. She wants this man to pay accountable for what he said to her. And the fact that I just gave birth to a baby, how dare you insensitive. I could just see it. Can you see it?
Yes.
How dare you?
Offense for the female energy. She's like, how dare you not respect a woman?
How dare you? I am a little heavy. How dare you? And he's like, look, I get it, but my health, my back, my knees, the bottom of my craculac, my feet. I don't know what I'm saying. I don't know. But anyway, I'm saying, and I think that really hurt her feelings. And I think she wants him to be accountable for what he said to her. And I think she's out to hurt her feelings. And there is a consequence when you play with, I want to say, rich like Blake Lively. Don't play with her. And my last card would be insatiable.
Oh.
You remember that word? You know what I mean?
Oh, overwhelming.
Yes, it's wanting something you want so badly. It's like she wants to take him down. I told you she festering.
Mm-hmm.
She wants to take this man down. That would give her no pleasure because that's all she have.
Yeah.
What's she going to? She don't need the money. I'll teach you a thing. You'll never work, buddy. I'll teach you. This is what it seems like to me. And it's just like wanting all you can get of something that you have a great desire for. But in her case, I have to read. This is how I see her in this, because it's a twofold for this. But this is how I see Blake. In her case, I see it as incapable of being satisfied or appeased, constantly wanting more. It's unquenchable. She just wants to take this man down because he offended her.
Mm-hmm.
That is my opinion. You don't have to agree. My cards are agreeing with me. And you know what? I'm just saying. I came in here feeling like that. I wasn't going to read it because I was like, you know what? Let me just wait. I want to wait, but I couldn't even wait no longer. This thing was haunting me in my sleep. Read on me. So you got it. That is how I feel. What do I think about this case? I don't really think it's going anywhere. I mean, it might, let's hear me out. It may, but at the end of the day, this would be something that'll probably be kicked out of court. Because I don't even understand how you can say who won, this is a bunch of he say, she said.
Yes.
And if his back was wounded or hurt, he can prove that. So she did the smear campaign trying to mess up her name. That's just silliness.
Mm-hmm.
That's just holding the courts with some stuff. That's just silly. That's just silliness to me. I don't know. It's just he say, she say, we say, and they say, and it say, and it was say, and you it.
Uh-huh.
That's what
exactly
I get.
It.
So I hope that you enjoyed this reading. Of course, it was my opinion. And allegedly, everything I said is alleged because I wasn't there. And I could be wrong. But I like to put out in advance of this what I feel. So if I happen to be right, I could say, well, I said it.
Mm-hmm.
But I could be. I'm not wrong in what I feel because this is a case because when they met, she could have said something at the beginning.
Yeah, exactly.
This is a case of he offended her. And this is, I'll teach you to mind what you say out of your mouth. This is a case of, do you know who I am? Oh, you mess with the wrong persons, brother.
Mm-hmm.
Did she get black on him?
Oh, yes.
Brother. Bruh. You mess with the wrong bitch. Mm-hmm. That's how I see it. I can't help it. That's how I see it. However, that's Ryan Reynolds' noise. I mean, him, I don't know, but he seemed goofy to me, but I mean, I don't even know why he seemed like a man that can't control his wife or not control her, but because I would have said, honey, don't bother. Just leave it alone. Let it go. It ain't worth it. No, honey, come here. Let me kiss you. It just seemed like somebody that's living their life and unhappy and just picking on something.
Yes.
I don't know. Maybe she's going through postpartum. It just seems silly to me.
Yes.
No matter, it don't even make sense. Only thing that makes sense is she trying to take that man down to hell. Like, I'll drag you to hell. I'll show you. That is my opinion. I done said it so many ways, so many times. That is my opinion. I feel strongly about it. And no matter what, how can you ever prove unless she ever admit it? Exactly. Or he says this. Unless he come out and say, I feel as though this woman is trying to ruin my reputation. Then I'm validated. Yep. Am I right? Well, that's my read. I really hope you enjoyed it. If you're a Blake Lively fan, I don't mean to offend you. This just me reading cards and sharing how I feel. On this station, we say how we feel. We really do. But we try to be really, really respectful. We
Yes.
really do. And so if you've gotten this far, please give us a thumbs up. We really, really can appreciate it. We really will appreciate it. We really need it. And you know, we're trying to get to 2,000. We're really trying to get to 2,000. And if you could just subscribe, if you hadn't, you know, that would really help us out a lot. And you know, we so appreciate you. We really do, and all that you do. And just for sticking with us and supporting us. And you know what? We wish you the best this coming year, the best of 2025. No matter what goes on, that you will be triumph. And that's what we wishing. And we send that and we speak that out to every ear and eye who happen to come across this station.
Yes.
And let it be so.
Mhm.
And with that being said, you know what we say?
Sunflowers.